There's levels to this shit.
There is. The 103 Club.
Yeah, cheers. The inaugural cocktail. Small ice cubes, but we'll grow.
Right,
We'll
absolutely. No, I do like the glasses, too.
I brought them from home.
Did you?
Yeah.
So you do it the proper way. Like you really graze the orange rind, the orange peel. You get the zest in there.
You got to release the orange oils. And then you twist it and then drop it in.
All right.
But I hate when people put too much simple syrup in.
Thank you. Because I agree with you on that. Because I don't drink a lot of old fashions.
Right.
I'm more of just, hey, give me bourbon and an ice cube. So that's usually how I operate. But I do appreciate a good old fashioned. And the number one killer of an old fashioned is too much syrup.
Yep. That and too much ice.
Well, you can't control.
But also the shitty cherries. Like if they use like the Sunday bright red cherries,
No.
get that shit out of here.
And I didn't even notice that. I saw them down here.
Oh no, those are the dark boys, the maraschinos. Like they're expensive, but once it absorbs all the whiskey,
they're good at the end.
yeah,
too.
it's a nice dessert.
We do got to get Braylon in here.
Braylon can join.
Yeah.
Is he wandering?
Yeah, I saw him walking around over there.
I just don't feel like making somebody else another cocktail. I gotta be honest with you. I love Braylon, but I'm enjoying my cocktail.
Absolutely.
I don't want to be bartenders. That should be the next evolution. There's a guy standing behind us with like a nice leather apron, making us.
What
cocktails,
about
got
to
the
a
handlebar.
tray with the metal, like the metal top to it? It's got the little handle, and like he presents it, and then has to do that while he has the towel on the forearm.
Yes, and like a forest tattooed, obviously.
But it's covered up because of the sleeve, because that's his life outside of work, not at work.
But we need to know he's trendy. Like that's
We know it's there.
If I don't have a trendy bartender making me a legit old fashioned, I know it sucks.
I got you.
Dive bar old fashions are trash. Absolute trash.
They are. Well, because it's not a strength. It's something that they have to do,
Right.
and they treat it as such.
Yeah.
Like you have to, if you're gonna be an old fashioned bar, you gotta love putting together an old fashioned, and it's a labor of love.
It is. Some places shock you. Like there's a restaurant in Ferndale. I didn't think they'd have a good old fashioned. Fabulous.
You have to if you're in Ferndale, don't you?
No. I mean,
Well, the dive, but there's a lot of dive. Ferndale's all or nothing, right? Like it's a dive bar or it's upscale.
a lot of like vodka and beer tenders there. You know, not too many bartenders.
I got you.
Man,
I do like this though, the 103 Club, because it's 103.
on a Friday, we're wearing the same shirt.
And that wasn't even
That
planned.
was not planned, but it worked out.
But I like it. I'm
Yeah.
here for it.
What do you got going on this weekend? Calling any games? Are you done?
Yeah, tonight I'll go to the airport. I fly down to Fort Lauderdale.
Nice.
Detroit City FC, San Antonio.
All right.
Saturday night, 8:30. TV20 here in Detroit.
Beautiful.
ESPN Plus.
TV20 picked up like 20 games for you guys.
That is correct. Yeah, I'll be there, and I'll be doing all of them. What do you got?
As you will, I have an Orchard Lake St. Mary's game tonight.
That's shocking.
It is shocking. They're the only ones that will employ me. So, I have an in. But, yeah, St. Mary's Brother Rice, part 3 tonight. Brother Rice has won 2 games against St. Mary's this year, even though St. Mary's is the number 1 team in the state.
Okay.
So, Brother Rice matches up real nice against them. It's one of those, boxing things. Where matchups matter.
It's the trilogy here, too?
Yeah, it is. And Rice beat them on a buzzer beater at St. Mary's and beat them by 5 at Rice.
Okay.
Come on in. We're recording, but this is the 103 Club.
Yeah.
So anything goes.
Lounge.
Yeah, it's the lounge.
Gotta keep him out of here.
Yeah, no, we gotta bring you in. Come on in.
It is the 103 Club.
Yeah, and that means everything's welcome. Like we're not a stiff podcast. We're gentlemen.
No, as long as there's stuff left in the glass, man.
Stiff drink, not a stiff podcast.
There you go. I do. I do agree
moniker.
with that. So what about you, Stick? What about you?
What capacity, Neal?
You tell me, man.
Like the jerk. I was born a poor black child.
Okay.
I figured you'd get that reference.
No, you you know what I don't know about your story?
Yeah.
The athletic side of it.
Okay. I peaked at 12.
Okay.
Was solid in high school. Had to have surgery on my knees junior year, and that just kind of wiped out any hopes, dreams, aspirations.
Because of your height, I would you grew too tall or what?
I don't know. I was a catcher growing up, and
Okay.
I lost all the cartilage in both my knees. so I had to have them scoped at a young age.
So you're probably just one of those dudes that were born with bad knees.
Yep.
I would imagine there was nothing that you were going to be able to do.
No, they said like I had dead bones in my knees because it wasn't getting enough circulation, so the blood wasn't like making the bones strong enough. So yeah, I have weak knees.
That's what it is. All right, that's the terminology. Weak knees.
I am SWV. It's so weak in the knees. This is what I like. We can drop these.
Yeah,
that's what I really appreciate.
No, I do. I hadn't heard that one for a while. I'll just say it like that.
Okay.
Although I'll spin the '90s mix on Sirius. I'm one of the 12 people left that still have Sirius satellite radio.
That's good.
Until the promotional period ends.
Right.
And just
then you barter with them.
If anybody from Sirius is listening, I'm going to hit you with the deal. I'm just going to let you in on the secret. I'm going to hit you with the same thing I always hit you with. Either you give it to me for the price I'm paying, or I move on. It's not up to me.
I like that.
It's up to you.
I always like to play hardball. Well, I can do it. I'll give you $60 for the year, $5 a month. Come on, let's go. And they'll play ball with you.
Oh, they will. Sirius is usually pretty good. Like the
amount of food that's going by us right now from the Woodward Heavyweights is ridiculous.
Woodward Heavyweights, by the way, subscribe to the podcast.
Yeah, it's right up over your shoulder.
Oh, that's right.
Look at that. Beautiful. We got to get one of those, Neal.
Yeah, dude.
Us drinking. I'm gonna have that made up. The 103 Club.
I got a guy that'll do it too.
Let's do it.
I need a screenshot. I just need a screenshot.
And I'd be remiss if we didn't mention Nick Leach, who is also a refined gentleman who will join this club further down the road.
Yeah, but you know what though?
You missed day one.
Can you come back from that?
He can. I have faith in his ability.
Do you? Yeah. All right.
I'm a Nick Leach fan.
We're all Nick Leach fans.
Well, not everybody.
Facts. Well, nobody's a fan of everybody. Yeah. I'm just happy to be. This is the first time I've ever been in the studio before.
It's a nice little studio.
It is.
Nothing special, but it gives you a different vibe.
It does. Especially when you got an old-fashioned.
How is your old-fashioned? I pride myself on good old-fashions.
You know the answer to that question. You're drinking one, too. You know.
It's a good old-fashioned. I use the orange bitters instead of the normal bitters.
Strong play.
Yeah.
Strong play. It does have a bit of a citrusy.
Have you, Jameson has an orange Jameson out now.
I don't do the flavored bourbons, the flavored whiskeys.
All right.
Even the flavored vodkas. I don't operate like that.
Fair enough. I tried it. Got pretty drunk off of it. Not great, though.
Well, yeah. I mean, those are two different statements.
Yes. But I was drinking them in a shitty old-fashioned.
Okay.
So, it was at a dive bar on the east side. And
of course.
Yeah. And by the way, we met some chicks there who were absolute train wrecks. It was amazing. I feel
as though that's your profile.
I do attract crazy. It's a blessing and a curse, though, if you know what I'm saying.
And I would feel the blessings are big blessings and the curses are large
nightmares.
curses.
Yes, they're nightmares. At 11 p.m., this girl was awesome. By 2 a.m., she was drunk and annoying as hell.
That's usually the timeline, is it not?
It is. But then my buddy was trying to nail her friend, so I had to drive her home. And she turned. You ever seen 40-Year-Old Virgin?
Yes.
With the girl in the car, screaming and yelling and slamming into shit. That was her. Except I was driving, thank goodness.
You know what's funny is, so I've been married a long time, going on 14 years. Or excuse me, going on 20 years. Excuse me.
Congratulations.
Yeah, going on 20 years coming up. And I know a lot of people say, well, marriage is hard and the marriage life is hard, and some people even in their deepest, darkest secrets will say, man, I wish I was single again and stuff. I'm happy. I like where I'm at.
Right.
I don't have to do those things.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
And everyone says it's easier now with Tinder and Bumble and all those apps. It's easier. It still seems like a lot of work. Is it a lot of work?
See, so as you know, I'm newly single.
Right.
After being married for 10 years, with her 16 years. So I've been thrust into this dating situation that was not something...
It was not known to you before.
And it's not something I really wanted to get into. I'm with you. I was happy being married and wanting that life. I found it's been easy. It's been easy.
Tell me how you really feel.
It's been surprisingly easy, and I haven't even gotten on a dating app yet. I don't even know if that's going to be a thing for me.
So just word of mouth. You're more word of mouth.
And I haven't even publicly announced it yet.
Yeah.
Once the public announcement comes, I feel like the floodgates will open. But I've been sliding in some DMs here and there, letting people know, and honestly, what's made it easy is because of the Tinders, because of the dating apps, guys don't approach girls in real life anymore.
I could see that.
Because
we don't do that as a date. Why should dating be any different than society?
Exactly.
It's not going to be.
People have lost that skill, and I have that skill. So, like, I met a girl 4 weeks ago at a brunch. It was her birthday. I walked over with a cocktail for her, said, "Hey, happy birthday. My name's Sam. Here's my number. Let's link up." And we've linked up.
Wow.
I know. Novel, isn't it? It's fucking novel.
Wow.
Yeah, mind-blowing. She didn't know how to handle it.
You know what? And look, self-professed. I'm a very lazy person.
Yeah, it is work.
You know, I probably am the hardest working lazy person in the world, but when it's time to get it in, I get it in. Mm-hmm. But when that time is over, it's over.
Yep.
And I don't get it in. Like, it's over.
Well, that's what I always told my wife when, like, I was married. I was like, I'm just so lazy to cheat. Like, I don't want to deal with all that.
That's what I'm saying.
Covering it up, driving to a house, like, dealing with all that shit. Like, no. I'm
so many moving parts, so much maintenance.
There's so much worry that I can't control. Like, I'm giving some chick control of my entire existence, essentially. Yeah. Like, no, I don't want that.
Even with it being as easy as you say that it is.
It is.
And I don't doubt you.
It is.
It seems like it's a lot to me, even still. But again, that I'm lazy.
It's sifting through that bullshit layer again. That's what it really is. Like, you know, I've been on like 4 dates with this one girl, and the 4th date kind of took a left, and it was like, oh, all right, well, this isn't gonna work out. But it took me I wasted 4 fucking dates trying to figure out that we're not compatible. You know,
that's what, like a 8 to 12 hour time investment.
Oh, more than that. More than that. I mean, there were some benefits to that time investment. I got you. I'm not gonna throw that away. You know, you do get some returns, but yeah, at the end of the day, the objective is to like find somebody you want to hang out with more.
That is true,
not less.
See, this is what the 103 Club is. This was
cerebral.
Non-scripted,
right?
This is wherever the drink takes you. This is whatever pops in your head while you're having the drink. That this conversation is in essence the existence, the foundation of the 103 Club.
You want to know our show prep? This right here is our show prep.
And
at 101, we start show prepping.
And Stick, I have to give you a lot of credit because you created that. I was still working. I walked into this.
Yeah.
Which fits my narrative tremendously. Well, I did nothing for this.
You're the one that's on the schedule. You know, you are doing a fantastic fire fucking live show till 1. So at 1, I got to give you at least 2 minutes to.
See, I don't need it, man. I want to roll right in. I want to roll right in because it's authentic.
Yeah.
I've always said, I would tell people on Big D Energy, I've never looked in this camera and lied to you with anything I've ever said.
And that's true.
I believe everything I ever said because it's my life. I let people inside my life, and we do that on the show.
That's the difference between entertainment, like good like media, and just reporting, right? Like, I used to be on Top 40 radio, and that was always the saying, like, anybody can play Ariana Grande. What's between the records to make people come back? Anybody can tell you the score of the Michigan game last night. What's between the score?
Right. Absolutely. They're not getting in the tournament, by the way. Especially if Indiana wins today.
They are.
If Indiana wins today, they're not. And Indiana will get in because Indiana will take their spot. There's one spot available for Indiana or Michigan.
I'm thinking they're a play-in team no matter what. But do you count that as in the tournament?
I was told no.
First 4 in is not.
I went to Oakland. Okay. And we played in the play-in game and won the play-in game.
It's one of my favorite things about you. I was told this.
I was told, yeah.
I was told.
I'm just going by what I was told, man. That's what I was told. I was told no, that Oakland did not win a tournament game, when in fact, we were in the play-in game, and we won.
I'm down at the cherry, man. Look at these cherries.
Yeah. So, no. The play-in game is not. Even if you win, it's not. That's what I was told.
I never fill those people out in my brackets.
And you know what? I won't crush people on that. It's a philosophy thing.
Well, it's just like, who gives a shit?
Right.
Like, the play-in team's gonna lose. But you know what I hate about the play-in game? Is that they should all be playing for the 16 seed, right? I hate that you're playing for a 7 or an 8 sometimes, because that fucks up the entire tournament.
Well, it
should be the worst teams just trying to get in as a 16 seed, so we know they're just gonna get thumped in the first round.
No, but you know what the problem is with that?
I don't see one.
Here's the deal, and I always like to let everyone. We'll ride off on this one. I always like to let everyone, pull the curtain back a little bit. Here's the deal, Stick, with those teams Because originally they had that. The 16s played to get in.
I like that.
But here's the deal. They found out that if they got Power 5s as play-ins, they could get more Power 5s in, so more shares are paid out to the Power 5s, because that's how the financial world works.
I just hate that, though. Like, if you're playing for an 8 seed, if there's 2 teams playing for an 8 seed, clearly both of them should have been in the tournament.
But chances are they're going to be Power 5 schools, right? The Virginia Techs, the Michigans this year. Chances are that's what it's going to be, right?
But they're really not an outsider then looking in. They're a team that should be in the tournament that's getting fucked.
But it gives you the illusion.
It's dumbest shit to me, man.
And they get a share.
Okay. Fair enough, but I don't like it.
Now 10 ACC teams can get in. 9 Big Ten teams can get in.
I want to see like Warford versus St. Mary's College in the 16 seed game. Like, that's what I want to see.
I'm just telling you how the real world works.
Just follow the money. I get it, but I don't have to like it.
But you still got to deal with it.
Oh yeah, I deal with it.
Yep.
And I deal with it by ignoring it. Ryan Armani, what a sexy son of a bitch.
It's 101. Or excuse me, what time is it?
Is it 119?
It's 121.
Oh, you told me you had till 122.
Yeah. Oh, Braylon Edwards making an appearance right there. He's got the food.
103 club, you're in, Braylon.
Are you in, Brett? Can you commit to this?
I can commit to 103.
All right.
I was today. Today seemed like you guys were already locked and loaded, so I just let you guys ride.
No, but you're so
we'll let you in. I got the 403 club ready for you.
No, for real. 103 every Friday.
Yep.
Okay. I'm down.
You down?
I literally.
And we just talk about relationships. We talk about playing games. Like this.
It's on.
We're just recording it. Yeah, we'll throw it up there. Fuck it.
And we just talk about whatever pops in our head at that moment.
That's perfect.
And it goes to 122.
That's perfect.
Awesome.
I'm already. My notes are already ready by the time I come to work.
Hell yeah.
I ride with this guy, man.
Dude.
It's my guy right
We're
here.
gonna have to figure out how to get 4 seats in here next week.
I can like sit Indian stuff.
Right.
You can even Zoom it if you have to.
You know
I'll
what?
be in the next studio.
It doesn't have to be in formal, right? Like,
Yeah.
We can figure this shit out.
Braylon Edwards next week, everybody.
I'm in.
The
Michigan
newest
legend.
Yeah.
103 club.
Yeah. I don't care about the Michigan legend stuff.
I do.
Braylon Edwards,
The fact that I
103,
grew
man,
up
having
watching
an old
this guy
fashioned.
fucking play, and we get to hang
I
out
don't
with
care
him every
about
day.
that shit. Yeah.
Right.
I don't care about that shit. You know what I care about?
I care about acknowledging it, though.
He-
Like, if I
he
did
likes
something great in my life, I'd want people to be like, oh, you're the guy that did something
I
great.
don't care. He wants to have an old fashioned at 103.
Yeah, well,
That's it.
yeah, that really speaks more to his, character than anything.
Until next week, everybody.
He just picked up the cherries. I was like, these are the real cherries. So,
See?
Braylon knows.
Boom. If you know what the cherries mean, then you're in. Period.
We'll see you next week at the 103 Club right here at Woodward Sports. Thank you to Better Rate, too, for the awesome Studio B. All right.